At what age did I go on my first date? That's gonna depend on who you ask. What's poppin', Bab Squad? It's your girl BreeAngelique, and we're back with another video during QUARANTV. But I just had breakfast with my parents. I slept without my scarf on last night, so my hair is just present. My hair is present and accounted for, but that's about it. My nails are growing out. But I have my health, and all the people that I love and care about have their health as well. And that is enough for me right now because it's crazy out here right now. So we're gonna keep it light, keep it fun. I'm going to do another eyeshadow look out of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. And yeah, like, I don't know what the look is gonna be or anything, so I'll just make sure I mention all the products as I go. What? In the meantime, between time, thank you guys for tuning into my QUARANTV series that I have going on. And I'm going to use my handy dandy laptop to look up or to look at 371 random get to know me questions. Oh, my eyebrows looking mighty rough. So first things first, I'm gonna prime my face. I've already done all my skincare, so my first is Makeup Revolution Baking Primer. And now I'm taking my MAC eyebrow pencil. This is spiked, but I'm looking for stud. Let me know in the comments if you want a makeup collection video, like a video on what's in my makeup collection, what I use on the day-to-day. Like, I'm done playing with it. Let's just knock it back, you know? What is your favorite snack? Why do we have to start off so intense? What is my favorite snack? My favorite snack, as of right now, it's been sweet stuff. So like cupcakes, donuts. I sound like a fat ass. But no, like cupcakes, donuts, pastries. That's the best way to say that. Pastries is currently my favorite type of snack. All right, next question. How many countries have I been to? I've been to Aruba, Aruba, Mexico, South Africa, Bahamas. That might actually be it. How many tattoos do you have? I have 2 tattoos. I want more. I desperately want more. I saw a tweet like an hour ago where it was saying I should have been quarantined with my tattoo artist, and that's actual factuals. Like, how am I supposed to get through this hard time with no way to let out all this aggression? Not saying that tattoos should be used as a means of coping with things, but it's totally why we do it. Next question. What position do I sleep in? What position do I sleep in? I usually fall asleep on like a combo of my stomach / side. It's like a bear crawl type of situation. That's usually how I fall asleep, but I tend to wake up like on my side. What kind of car do I drive? None like shit, boy. I do not have a car right now. So I drive my parents' Buick. It is a Enclave, 2012 Enclave. I'm becoming such a beast at my eyebrows. Like, y'all really can't tell me nothing. Yes, This is gonna be a more natural look today. I'm gonna take a concealer brush and I'm gonna take my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NW44. I need to put my pump on here and stop playing. Hold on. Oh, you little bitch. You mean you didn't open it? But I'm going to take this and clean up under my brows. Now, I'm using a foundation because I don't necessarily want to go... Well, I don't really know what kind of eyeshadow look I want to give. But if I, let's say, I already knew I didn't want to wear eyeshadow that day, I would conceal my brows with a foundation instead of a concealer so that it's less work on me to make my face blend all the way out in the end. It just helps you achieve a more natural look. Boom. After you have applied the concealer or foundation, whatever you decided to use, you're going to take a blending brush that is dome shaped. This is my favorite one out of my brush set from my company. And you just stipple it like so until it's dry. Boom. Then you have a very natural looking brow. See that? See her? See her? Love her. Do you guys ever wonder what it would be like to live in a country where the government actually cared about their citizens? Like, that's a fantasy of mine. I am going to answer a few more questions. Okay, let's see. What is the best part of my job? I think the best part of my job is getting to bring out confidence in women who have lost their confidence for whatever reason, because there's plenty of reasons women can lose their confidence, but allowing them to see that they are beautiful and popping is definitely, hands down, the best part of my job. When we look at the end or close to the end and they're like, "Ooh, who is she?" When I put the brows on and they be like, and I ask them how they feel about it, and they're like, "Ooh, girl, yes, you snatched my brows." Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of natural eyeshadow. I'm going to use Homebody. I think I need to swatch that on my hand first and see what she's giving. See, she's giving orange. That's not what I was trying to do. So I might use Comfort Zone. Comfort Zone might be... Comfort Zone still giving a little much. G Money, like G Money. So I'm going to use the shade G Money. I'm going to stipple her. Oh yeah, I love this. I already can tell. I'm going to stipple her into my crease, and I'm going to sweep. I'm so glad I did that swatch, because if you recall, in my last video, I did not swatch and ended up having to change my whole look. I looked good, but that was not the look I was, wasn't the look I was going for. Next question. What was my first job? My first job was working at this kids clothing store named Justice at the mall in Columbia, Maryland. Girl, those kids were bad as hell. To add a little more razzle dazzle, I am going to go into Homebody, and I'm going to just add a little sweep of that right on the outer corner. We're just going to make it kind of fade off into the other color. So my first shade was G Money, second shade was Homebody. Now I'm going up to Rider Diamonds, and I'm going to sweep that lightly into that empty space right here. It's gonna look like diamonds literally threw up on my eye, and I love that. Take the shade that the brush that we put all those other colors in, and I'm gonna tap into that black, and I'm just gonna add a little bit. Just a little bit to kind of give a little more allure to this look. The shade that I dipped into is called Dance Party. It's the only black on the palette. I really just wanted to make that brown that was in there a little more like richer, a little richer and deeper and like sultry. Now I'm gonna go back into G Money and kind of smooth that out a little bit. Tone that black back down, turn it into more of a smoky brown. Now I'm going to toss on my bitchy lashes. Okay, next question while I wait for my eyelash glue to dry. How do I replenish my energy? That's a good question. So the way I replenish my energy is by just taking a second to breathe. I will go and I will sage my space, and I will burn Palo Santo, maybe some incense. I'll burn some clarifying candles, gratitude candle, protection candle, creativity if I need to feel inspired, say prayers. I will do some tarot readings for myself, listen to Janae Aiko, and just chill out, like smoke, just not really reply to anybody on my phone. Oh, my lashes. Not really reply to anybody on my phone, just kind of take time to myself. Let's see what's my next question gonna be. At what age did I go on my first date? That's gonna depend on who you ask. We couldn't do nothing in elementary school, so we're gonna have to speed past that little relationship and move into something where things actually started shaking the table. I had my first relationship where I could actually call them my boyfriend and see them outside of school hours in 7th grade. We used to go on little group dates to the movies. But if we're talking like real deal, we're adults, man said, I want to take you out, I said, pick me up, etc., then we're giving, it wasn't until college, senior year was my first real date. How difficult is it for me to forgive someone who refuses to apologize? Ooh, that one is tricky. That one's tricky. I'm going into my Maybelline Master Primer, and I'm going to use that on top of what I already put on, the oil. This one, I feel like it does a good job blurring out texture, and I do have a little bit of texture because I microbladed a couple days ago. And now I'm starting to get a little bit of texture back in my face, which is normal. So I'm gonna use this one to kind of blur out some of what is going on right now. Ooh. How difficult is it for me to forgive someone who refuses to apologize? It can be very difficult, but it depends on what the situation is. Because if it's a situation where you offended me, but you can't see where you're wrong, and it kind of boils down to a difference in opinion, then that's cool. I can let that go. But if we're talking, you blatantly disrespected me, or you blatantly did some wild stuff, I call you out on it, it's clear what happened, you choose not to apologize, or you refuse to apologize, that could take me a very long time to get over. I cannot lie. That could take me a very long time to get over, because I don't have time or understanding for adults who can't realize their actions. Like, what you did was wrong, so therefore you should be apologizing. And then I really get in my feelings and start to feel like, well, if you don't apologize and I let that shit go, now I'm enabling your behavior. And I ain't got time for that. I will not sit back and enable someone to treat me like shit. No longer, my friend. But then it's like, at the same time, that's not good either, because you can't pause, or you can't stop your growth by waiting on somebody else to do something that they clearly have no interest or desire to do. Like, that's where you be having yourself fucked up at. Can I whistle? Hell no. I'm gonna try it, hold on. Cause I know your lips gotta be wet, so. And I'll never be able to do it again. But you guys got to witness me whistle for the first time in my life. Well, we're friends forever. Don't forget to subscribe. But anyway, no, I can't whistle because I don't think that counts. I want another mimosa, but I need to stay focused because I'm almost done. Which of your parents are you closest to? You know, I used to answer that question real easily and be like, my dad. But I think that it's actually tied these days. I done became grown and now I can relate to my mom. Also, will always be my dad's Libra twin because we're literal birthday twins. But like, yeah, I don't think I'm equally close to them. Oh, it's time to go in with my favorite color from this Jaclyn Hill palette. I was going off about it in my last video. It was Love Handles. Love Handles does me so good, y'all. It's such a good color. Just to go right up under your brow. Oh my God. She is just. Next question. What is my favorite my favorite fairy tale? I thought they said hairstyle for some reason, but what is my favorite fairy tale? Oh, wow. I feel like I have two answers for this. And I know y'all probably gonna be like, why this bitch can't just answer the question? I love this foundation shade. I thought that it was gonna be too orange for me when I was looking at it in the store, but I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna do my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. But because she's so orange, I am gonna tone her back down with the Fawn Concealer, which is more like neutral golden. So, my favorite fairy tale. I would say growing up, my favorite fairy tale was Cinderella. And it really wasn't because of the white version. It was because of the black version with Brandy in it. I loved the Black Cinderella, still do. But then Princess and the Frog came out, and I just feel like Princess and the Frog is literally the Black Cinderella. They tried to make her story New Orleans inspired, but like I feel like every young Black girl who wanted a Black princess, this kind of takes the place of Black Cinderella, you know? So I would have to say my favorite fairy tale is Princess and the Frog. Love that movie. Beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. Do I believe in love at first sight? Woo, this is so tricky, guys. This one's tricky. The answer is, I do. I believe in love at first sight. I believe in love at first sight. However, I do believe that it is oftentimes confused with lust at first sight. But I think that I have fallen in love at first sight before. So that's why I have to say that, yes, I think love at first sight is real. Now, does it last? That's a whole different type of question. Does love at first sight materialize? Is love at first sight sustainable? These are all good questions. But yes, I do believe in love at first sight. Next question. Who was the last person I ate dinner with? My parents, because we're on what? Lockdown. Who was your first friend in college? Huh. That's a hard question. I think my first friend in college is either Alante or Romario, and I'm pretty sure it's Alante because we became friends during a crazy ass floor meeting. Our very first floor meeting, my freshman year. The guy Alante that you see on my channel, he was in my dorm. He wasn't a freshman, but like he was a first year transfer. So they put him in the dorm with the freshmen. So during this floor meeting, one of my floor mates had a full-on nervous breakdown, psychotic break, like day one. I'm talking day one. We have hello, my name is name tags on. We're doing icebreakers. It's day one, okay? So it's day one. This Caucasian male is having this full out panic attack. Y'all know that when you are around a white man that's having some mental issues of that magnitude, where they're on medication, you really do fear for your life. Because I'm sorry, I'm actually not sorry, but most shootings, like mass shootings, occur by the hands of white men. And I'm not ashamed to say that that scares the fuck out of me, and therefore puts me on high alert when it comes to white people having mental issues in my space. So as the three black people, or the two black people on the floor, Alante and I find ourselves running towards each other. And that is how Alante and I became friends. Now, what is to be noted here is that I don't think classes had started yet up until that point. Like at that point, I don't think classes had started. So I don't think that my friend Romario, who y'all haven't seen on my channel yet, but who it was the other person that I thought I could have been possibly friends with first, he and I don't think had met yet. But Romario is definitely in my day one friend category. We had a first year seminar together, and we also lived in the same building, but he was on the floor directly under me, so I hadn't met him yet at that point. Oh, so to catch you guys up, I'm using the Makeup Revolution luxury setting powder in the shade Banana Deep to set my under eye concealer. I look like I'm really dead ass going out. Like, I wish I was. What is your favorite social media channel? If that's talking YouTube, my favorite channel is Olivia Love. Olivia Love. She is so good. She's a psychic intuitive reader, and she honestly, she's a Libra sun, Scorpio moon, Taurus rising, and she is amazing. Like, she be snatching my life up. I love her so much because she is a Christian, number one. Don't get that confused about her. But she's a Christian, number one, and her readings are fun. She brings fun energy to it. Like, it's never, she's never trying to keep you in negativity. She's always trying to just be positive. Like, she's motivating. I love her. She's motivating on levels that she might not even be aware of right now, but she's awesome. I'm going into this MAC blush in the color Rosie Does It on my beauty blender, and I'm going to pounce a little bit of that into my contour. Nothing crazy. This is what I mean by it's busted and it's fucked up. Like, this is my very first Fenty highlight. The shade Ginger Binge Moscow Mule. So I'm going to add that onto my cheeks. We're keeping that kind of natural blushed type of vibe. Do I have a garden? No. Do I have a hidden dream I've never shared with anyone? No. Do I prefer kissing or cuddling? Kissing. Do I take any pills or medication daily? No, because I'm not on birth control anymore. Who has left the most impact in my life? These types of questions are rigged, bro. You can't answer these questions without hurting anybody's feelings. Also, I don't have an answer. Who is your favorite actor? Don't have one. Favorite actress? Don't have one. Favorite celebrity? Don't have one. Favorite musician? It's tied between Janae Echo and her, and Music Soul Child and Robert Glasper. What is your full name? Bree Angelique McCoy. Who asking? What does my name mean? Favorite way to pass time? Or doing card readings. Okay, so let's get back into this face. So I'm going to take the MAC, what is this? Mineralized Skin Finish? Yeah, Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. And I am going to apply this all over my face. So when I do my liner, I kind of overline my top lip. I have eczema, so my lips usually peel and usually glosses bleed out, like past my lip line onto my face. And then I'll answer 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna call this video a wrap, guys. So, what is my favorite time of the day? Morning, so that I can get things done. Now I'm gonna set my face with the NYX Matte Setting Spray. What is my favorite candle scent? I love anything sweet. If it smells like it's supposed to be a pastry, put it in my room. If it has cinnamon, put it in my room. And I like, what is it? That manly kind of smell, mahogany teakwood, I think is what it is. I love those candles. Last question, what's my favorite type of clothing? My favorite type of clothing is anything comfortable. Like, to be completely honest with you, I like to be comfortable. This is our finished look. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope it was easy to follow, that you were able to learn a little bit more about your girl today. If you recreate this look, make sure you let me know on Instagram by tagging me. If you are interested in more of my spiritual practices as far as tarot cards go or psychic intuitive messages, make sure you follow me at The Spiritual Hippie on Instagram. Yeah, this is the look. Let me turn the light back up so we can get into it. This pimple marching is relentless. That's okay. All right, guys, if you love this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Tell a friend to tell a friend about me. Subscribe to my channel because we're getting to 10K by May. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Stay sane during the quarantine.